Look up at these cast steel blocks. They stand like towers, grease-glossed under workshop lights, and they carry a torque band that can shake the ground under your feet. This isn't a movie set. This is Kempton Park Pumping Station in London. Today, we're not here for silent electric motors or fragile microprocessor boards. We're stepping backward in time, right up to the test stand of the king of heavy casting, the triple expansion steam engine. To make an 800-ton giant bite into RPM, the engineers don't tap a few electronic buttons. They lean on hard thermodynamics, wrench handles as thick as forearms, and an unlimited amount of stubborn discipline to hold pressure on spec. Welcome back to the engine history. Get ready to watch the resurrection of one of the most violent mechanical heritages ever cast. Foundation work was completed in 1928. The Kempton Park machines locked in Britain's heavy machining standard. They are among the largest steam pumping engines ever built and worked under load. They deliver thousands of horsepower, and every rotation wrings inertia dry to slam a high-pressure column of water toward millions of homes across London. This is the peak of steam expansion, right before diesel blocks and electric motors took over. If you love the raw brutality of cast iron flywheels, respect the machining tolerance of the steam valve gear, and want to help the team preserve these core numbers, hit subscribe to the Engine History. Your follow is the pressure line that keeps the team funded to hunt and document these metallurgical relics. Tap the bell so you don't miss the next load and RPM session. Watch the mechanic's hands. Before that ear-splitting high-pressure steam screams into the cylinder bore, an oiling cycle has to happen. Old oil cooking on bearings, rusty metal dust in the air, moist heat rolling out. The shop turns into a thick, burnt haze. Hundreds of glass drip oilers along the engine are watched drop by drop. You can see the black oil film, glossy, sealing the machined faces of massive rods and linkages. On an 800-ton reference frame like this, grease is not just lube, it is armor. The only thing standing between metal on metal and a wiped bearing under thousands of tons of load. Each bright brass joint clamped into gray steel proves one thing. This work demands absolute tolerance.
Through the floor.
The real pressure starts when the small bearing engine is brought to life. Hear that rapid, chugging exhaust? Its job is to bite a toothed ring and inch a flywheel weighing tens of tons forward, millimeter by millimeter. The mechanic must read the cam marks and place the high-pressure piston exactly at top dead center, so the incoming steam hits at the moment it can deliver the most savage expansion force. This is muscle versus physics. White steam blasts from drain valves, carrying the bitter bite of burnt oil residue. Heat pours out of the boiler room. Standing next to a flywheel as it breaks static friction feels like watching a steel mountain shudder awake. When the main steam valve opens, high-pressure steam slams into the first high-pressure cylinder. After it does work, it is not dumped or wasted. It is routed onward, driving the intermediate pressure piston, then wrung dry one last time in the low-pressure cylinder. That is triple expansion. Three-stage expansion that squeezes thermal efficiency to the limit. One of the most ruthless thermodynamic solutions of the 19th century. Look at the exposed levers, shafts, and valve gear hammering away. Each sharp exhaust beat is a massive torque pulse hitting the crankshaft. The floor trembles, and the deep, blunt sound of steel mass colliding echoes through the hall. oil flings across the casing, and every steam is a logbook of tens of thousands of hours spent pumping life support water for a city. Why do mechanics still love standing here and watching these giants take a load? Because there is nowhere to hide behind fake numbers. Every cam movement, every pressure reading, every oil drop is real. Strip away plastic shrouds and sensor dashboards from modern machines. Kempton Park shows its entire mechanical anatomy. Bearing clearances, thermal expansion, everything in the open. Here you can smell the sour sweat of old-school labor. Feel the heat radiation off cast iron walls thicker than your palm. And hear the wind-tearing scream of metallurgical history. This machine does not care about electronics. Its toughness is locked into one-piece steel, boiler temperature, and veteran mechanics who can diagnose by ear and keep the fire alive. Every dye mark, scratch on the body, every flake of rusted paint, it all records steam age fatigue under load. Restorers don't repaint it shiny just to fool the eye. They preserve the rough skin, the grease crust, the real surface that tells the truth. In an age where electronics panic at a little rain and throw faults, Kempton Park teaches a harder lesson. Machining quality can be permanent. If the oil film stays healthy, if the boiler pressure is held exactly, these cast steel giants can keep working for another 100 years. That kind of brutal endurance is something modern light alloy blocks will never touch. When the boiler valve is shut and the load run ends, the steam hiss fades. But the massive, solid flywheel keeps coasting for minutes, pure inertia. RPM finally dies. Silence fills the hall. Yet the heat and the burnt oil smell still hang thick in the air, like the final stamp on the load data you just witnessed. Thanks for standing with the engine history in smoke and metal dust to measure this mechanical masterpiece. From a teardown mechanic's viewpoint, what hits harder for you, the ear-splitting steam pressure scream or the razor-tight adjustment tolerance of the crew? Drop your technical notes in the comments so the shop can keep digging. Hit like if you want more teardowns and rebuilds of these cast iron giants. See you in the next load and RPM session.